Yes, friends, I hope you guys are well. Life is good. It's Wednesday evening and I'm parked up before I start my Uber short shift, couple of hours. Before midnight, I like to get back in. And yeah, the weather's changed. It's cloudy, feels like autumn already. But we've had a good summer, which was very good. Much needed in this country. We all lack vitamin D because we're not getting enough through our food as well as a lack of sunshine here. But this summer's been good. It's been good, friends. And I wish it could always be like this every summer. Anyhow, friends, as you know, I've given up smoking cigarettes. I'm looking after me. I hope you guys are also looking after yourself and prioritizing your health, your fitness, and as a result, your mental health will improve as well. So health over everything in this life. Obviously, if you're a person of faith, that's a different thing as well. But overall, health, after all materialistic stuff in life, and so on. I'm sure you get the gist of what I mean, friends. And also, as you guys may also have heard in the news, that inflation is higher than what the professionals have expected. And these cowboys, in a sense, they think we're naive or gullible. We've been living this bitch. We've been living this cost of living and inflation for the past God knows how many years. Through fuel prices, of food at the shops, and then services, council tax, road tax, and every April in the UK, it's like Christmas for the government. Christmas comes early, every April. They increase, all the taxes and services and gas, electricity, water, rent, council tax, you name it. Anything that shakes or moves, these bastards will tax it. It's unbelievable. And I've always talked about it in most of my videos about how we should prioritize our health, give up anything that harms our body, our health, and that costs a lot, and you're abusing your body. So, like in my case, I gave up cigarettes, I've saved money, I've improved my health, my fitness, and I'm better off this way. Whether the cost of inflation is going up, it's a challenge that we are all going through, the working class people, the ordinary people. But it puts us in a better position when we, stop consuming things that harm our body and put our health first. And this is not what the government wants to hear. The government does not want people like me talking about prioritizing health and giving up, products that harm your body, such as cigarettes, such as alcohol, fast food, and so on. Cost of living is going through the roof, and these corrupt politicians are just playing games. They give lip service. I was listening to the news today. One guy was saying, the businesses are hard squeezed. So they have sympathy. This particular politician from the conservative side, he has sympathy for businesses being squeezed, but not the working class people, not the families, the mothers, the kids that have to do their weekly shopping and their money ain't stretching far enough. Before they could walk away with 5 bags of shopping, now for the same money they're walking away with 2 or 3. So he's not worried about the people, the real life, real events on the ground, people suffering, people not eating well or healthy, or not able to put fuel in their car to get to work. Instead, he and many like him, these scums, are not worried about us. They are worried about businesses being squeezed. Can you believe it? And 98% of these businesses are in profit. And when I mean profit, I don't mean loose change in the bank that I may have and you may have. Multi-million, if not billion. And these are companies, the FTSE 250, the FTSE 100. These are big players. So he has sympathy for these companies instead of the average person that's a human being that's struggling real life, that has real life effects on children, on the human well-being. And these are idiots that we have in our governments and politicians who are supposed to represent us, the working class people. It's time we all wake up and smell the coffee, as the saying goes, friends, because they are taking our pants down. They're taking us for a ride, honestly. And the irony is, as I've mentioned in my previous video as well, that we have a vast majority of ignorant people here in the UK. Ignorant in the sense they are sheeps and they are blinded, or either they just don't want to see the truth. You know, the taxation system, the way the government's treating us, the cost of living, the inflation, these are all measures that the governments have control of. And there will be some of you guys saying that this is all over the world. Yes, the same sort of crooks and politicians are all over the world controlling cost of living and inflation. How do these things happen? They print money. They print money and throw it into the economy, and that way it devalues our money and things get expensive because it becomes worthless, you know, if you're printing too much money. And they're allowed to do this. If you and I did it, we'll be in prison. So they get away with this. This is another form of tax. Anyways, back to the subject where the British people, instead of us now in our millions, peacefully within the law, demonstrating against the conditions that we have been put in, the ordinary people, the working class people, the middle class are even affected as well. We should be demonstrating. We should be demonstrating and protesting in our millions. Instead, we have a few thousand outside hotels and complaining about immigrants or migrants, humans I like to call them, coming over. This is a minuscule problem of the country. In comparison, what we're facing, the cost of food, the cost of living, our working condition here in the UK. So instead of protesting about what's really affecting us on the ground, they are demonstrating about immigration. These are the sort of people we're dealing with. And unfortunately, it's not 1 or 1,000 or 2,000 people that you can, you know, intellectually talk to and, you know, show them the roadmap. There are millions of donkeys like this. And this is where we are, friends. So all I can suggest is control the controllables to an extent, your health, your fitness, your mental well-being, and try to, you know, diversify your income if you can. Try to have multiple part-time jobs instead of, you know, one full-time job where you're slaving away and, you know, you're restricted in your options if you lose your job. So for now, this is the best solution that I have, you know, and strap yourself instead of going to events, going to the pub, going to do this unnecessary stuff, you know. But anyhow, what do I know, friends? This is Jod, you know, and I'm just progressing through life. And I'm sharing this, you know, journey with you guys. And I hope that it helps you guys and guide you guys as well. Leave me a comment if you resonate, friends. And on that note, life is still good.